Welcome to Deep Thought. Don't be afraid to expand your mind. I'm going to tell you what, as I always say, the main thing on this channel is to think. That's why I even said on this channel, I don't mind disagreements as long as it shows you're thinking and that you're not directly attacking somebody, because that means you're thinking. And one of the reasons I don't mind it here is it expands my mind. It gives me another way of looking at something, and I always appreciate that. And there's been several times people on this channel have recommended books or given me another way of looking at something and added to the. I'm gonna say we use the word add. That's the main thing I've gotten from different commenters. They've added to whatever I just threw out, because that's the whole point of it, to think. Now, understand something. I'm just going to put this out there. Now, for my supporters on this channel, y'all know I don't like saying the word follower. To the supporters on this channel, y'all already do this anyway, but, I get some new people. And so I wanted to say, don't be afraid to expand your mind. Don't be afraid to expand your mind. I'm going to tell you what, a lot of people caught in their mind. That's the real slavery for a lot of people. Yeah, I'm going to use the word slavery. That's where a lot of people are stuck. Their mindset gets into a certain area and they keep it there. And then even when you try to tell them something that doesn't fit into their paradigm, they get mad. They get angry. They're almost like they ready to hurt you. It's like, how dare you say something different from what I usually think? And it was like, well, hold up. Why don't you expand your mind? Because that's the power. That's what's supposed to happen. I'm going to tell you what, as we go through life, you either growing or you dying. You either spiraling up or you spiraling down. Too many people, and you going either one, nobody's really even staying stuck. If your mindset is the same on like September 23rd, 2022 that it was on September 23rd, 2021, you're going backwards. You need to expand your mind. Every single year, your mind needs to expand. And let me say something about that, because one thing, we live in a culture that says if you get old and all of that, you know what? Just because your body may age, that doesn't mean your mind has to age. Indeed, I've seen some commentary. Now, I haven't studied it formally, so I'm not going to say I know this for certain, but I'm going to just say what I've seen some commentary about, and it was about just keeping your mind busy will work against Alzheimer's. Now, let me be clear. I'm not a medical professional, and I haven't had a motivation to study Alzheimer's in that sense. But I have seen some things, some articles which have said, hey, keep your mind busy. And, and I would say that philosophy, I believe. Like I said, I can't call it a science yet because I don't know for sure. Now, if someone else has some links to some studies that were actually done on it, by all means, please share it. Like I said, one thing I like about this channel, I want people to think. And I want my mind expanded. So I just told you something I don't know for sure. But I did say, I believe that could be a possibility. And that's something I'm going to practice anyway. Why? Because I'm somebody, I always want to learn something. I always want to learn something. And I would say to other people, don't be afraid to expand your mind. Now, I'm going to tell you where the fear could come from. Sometimes people feel like if they learn more and they expand their mind, they might grow out of wherever they at. As a old saying, ignorance is bliss. Sometimes people feel like, hey, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going on. It's like, why not? You got some, I've met several women, they be in a relationship with a guy they think might be cheating, but they don't do anything to find out. They don't want to know. I was like, how's that good? That dude could leave you. That dude could bring home a disease, everything. Why wouldn't you want to know? Like, one thing about me, I want to know something even if it hurts. I'd rather just go through the pain right there and stuff, but at least I know it, then I can deal with it instead of finding out the hard way. But that's also an expansion of my mind. Also, expanding your mind is mainly just getting more knowledge, more perception, learning more. You know, you can read a good book and expand your mind. You can get a good perspective. Even with the stuff that you already know, you can expand your mind to learn even more and even get different perspectives on something that you knew about, that you were sure about. Because then you can sit back and be like, oh, wait a minute. There's more to this than I thought. But some people just have that fear. And I'm going to tell you something about fear. One of fear is the worst things for your mind. People can actually lose IQ points through fear. Indeed, when you get terrorists, that's why they use that fear. They know by causing that fear, that can cause a person's IQ to drop, their mindset to drop. It can actually cause sickness, you know? So you don't want to have that fear anyway. You want to have that mindset of exploration, of expansion. You want your mind to be so strong that nothing can stop it. That's how powerful that you want it to be. You know, expand your mind, learn something. Don't be afraid to learn. Learn a new language. Learn to play a musical instrument. Do something that's totally different from your routine norm. You know, go learn some dancing. I mean, I'm known for talking about body game. Hey, try some new exercises or something. That actually expands your mind too. Anything new that you do, any knowledge that you acquire is an expansion of your mind. Like I said about the working out and everything. That's knowledge in knowing how to lift a certain way to cause growth in your muscle, or to exercise in a certain way to shed unwanted weight. That's still knowledge. That's still in your mind. That's still an expansion. Y'all see what I'm saying? But you can't be afraid to expand it. You can't be stuck. That's the worst thing, to be stuck. Just period. We're built for movement. We're built for expansion. You know, in many spiritual paths, it's seen that your soul is here to evolve to a higher level. Even the more traditional religions that we have, they have that in the teachings. I'm gonna just be real with you. Not as much of a share with the public, but that's a whole other conversation. But it's still there. So don't be afraid to expand your mind. All right. So more than ever, keep rising. Peace and blessings, y'all.